Okay, good morning everybody. It is Wednesday the 31st of May 2023. I'm over at the new Everton Stadium at Bramley Moore Dock. Let me just turn you around. There you go. You can see there, straight in, looking straight in through the main doors. There's huge pieces of steel down by that northeast corner there. But anyway, I'm here this morning to do my next weekly midweek video, which is my video with the voiceover, where I'll get up in the air, have a look around and address some of your questions and comments that you've put to me. I just want to get in this flag that somebody messaged me saying they'd put a new flag up and asked me to get it in. There it is, Market Tavern, Magarafelt. Middlester Toffees on tour. So I got a message from the guys that put that up at the weekend, asked me to get it in, so there you go boys, it's in. Anyway, I'm going to get up in the air and address some of your questions and comments now that you've put to me from my weekend video. Let's get up there. Okay, right, so we're going to get up right outside the East Stand. You know, there's actually a big police cordon off on Blackstone Street. So I couldn't take off there today, it's closed right off. One of the other lads, one of the other drone lads, had mentioned that, I think a couple of days ago and yesterday, saying they couldn't fly there. But the police told them not to because they had a cordon in place around Blackstone Street. But to be honest, you know, I won't even get any of Blackstone Street or anything. I'm going to stay facing this way. There's no restriction in place, flight restriction or anything, so I don't see how or why they need to stop me, because you know I'm not looking at whatever's going on there. So anyway, that's that. So yeah, we're looking at directly at the East Stand there, moving a little bit, and I'll show you. There's those bits of steel I was just talking about there, down on the floor. So we'll just have a little look at them whilst I get straight to these questions and comments. So straight in, we've got Ian G, who says, excellent video as always, Mr. Drone. Thank you, Ian. I saw yesterday on another video, which must have been done later in the day, that they have started to install a platform in the middle of the West Stand near the top. It's referred to as a T-trolley, MEWP platform in the design dock. So assume it will slide along as they install each rafter section to form the roof. My guess is the section on the pitch with the panelling on top will go up first in the middle. Anyway, let's get a result on Sunday. Roof sigh relief for a second season on the bounce. Yeah, well, we did get that result and it was a massive sigh relief. I did put a video up there. Ian, I was at the game, and anyone else who fancies having a look, I was at the game and put the video up. So yeah, oof, huge sigh relief, as you say, Ian. So let's get over anyway and have a look at this west section that you're talking about. Middle of the West Stand, you said? Back to it a minute. They've started to install a platform in the middle of the West Stand near the top. What am I missing here? Okay. Middle of the West Stand. Those two things. Just so you know, guys, I'm at 95 meters, so I'm nowhere near those cranes. It just looks closer than it is on the camera. Say stuff like this all the time. People are always like, stop saying it, we know. But I just feel like I always have to just like kind of repeat it. Is it there? Is it there? I can see something. I can see something there, Ian. Is that it? Saying it can slide along, can it? in the middle of the west stand near the top, referred to as a T-trolley. So is that it? Yeah, and I think that's it. Is that what you're referring to there, is it, Ian? Looks like it too. Yeah, it must be that. So you've said what? MEWP platform in the design dock. So assume it will slide along as they install each rafter section to form the roof. Okay, it must be that there. Thanks for that, Ian. Good spot that. Like I couldn't even spot it. And I'm actually looking for it. So okay, so that is it. Hopefully it is that. Is there one across the other side actually? If there is. No, there's not, so I think you do mean that thing there. Hopefully, let me know. Let me know. Great spot, Ian. Great spot. As long as it is that, like I say. But yeah, cheers. Thank you very much. Moving on, we've got Craig Williams says, "Hey Nick, great video as always. Thanks, Craig. Loving the shots from the inside of the stadium. Looks like there is a scaffolding on the north stand for access. I assume it will be for the installers to start the roof sheets. So another scaffolding, but this time we're talking on the north stand." And yeah, thanks for mentioning the inside shots as well. It's just, as I said a few weeks ago now, it's I can't see that there's any problem now with the inside shots or getting closer. For one, if I didn't say at the beginning, it's 5:30 in the morning that I'm here. That's why if I looked tired on my opening video, guys, it's because I am. I'm knackered this morning. I was editing last night till like midnight, then up at 5:20 to get over here because I've got work today as well. So where was the scaffolding you're saying about then, Craig? Scaffolding on the north stand. Looks like there's scaffolding on the north stand for access. Is it outside of the north stand? I wonder. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, gotta be for roof access, that, hasn't it, Craig? Absolutely. Scaffolding and stairs all the way up there. It's another great spot. Look, guys, I'm only 2 messages in and I'm impressed because I didn't see that either. Said this loads of times, but whilst I'm doing my videos, like live doing it, I'm concentrating on like the screen's small that I'm looking at, and then I'm concentrating also on the on where the drone is and just getting the shots. I obviously do try and look at, well, I am looking at it, but I'm just not picking up these little details that you guys catch. So yeah, Craig, gotta be for access, hasn't it? And you've said assume it will be for the installers to start the roof sheets. Could be, mate. It's definitely for the roof, isn't it? You know, the way they're where it goes to. Great spot, Craig. Thank you very much. Superb. Anybody else know why they need that there? Any details be great. Moving on, I've got Richard Dunn who says, "Hi Nick, asked this before, but maybe ask the club if you could do a fly through of the interior of the stadium. Obviously when there's no one on site. I'm sure your viewers would love to see how things are progressing within the 4 stands. Cheers, keep up the great work, Richie." Thanks, Richard. Yeah, yeah, it has been mentioned before. It's not going to happen, mate. Unfortunately, we don't, now that those cranes have gone down and that. We were us drone guys who had spoken with Everton, and they'd asked us to like not fly within the perimeter and close to the cranes and all that, and the ones that like stuck to it were promised a site tour, weren't we? You know, that's a site tour without any cameras or anything like that. Never happened. You know, felt let down a bit by that. So imagine me asking to go and fly around. Tell you what, why don't you all start tweeting or Everton or something? You guys start putting some pressure on, saying let Mr. Drone on site and get us some footage. You know, I don't know, but yeah, it's pointless me asking. I actually reached out and asked for a site tour, I even asked the guys we speak to. I asked them how I can formally request a site tour, and you know what? I didn't even get a reply. No, that's so I'd say asking to go and fly my drone round, Richie, is just not going to happen. Hey, no chance. Okay, but yeah, if you guys want to try put some pressure on, if you can, great, but no, probably not worth it, and no pressure from me either. Thanks, Richie, though. Moving on, I've got CB, who says, liking the internal shot of the stands. Yeah, everybody's liking that at the moment. Gives a nice close look. Just a couple of things I've noticed as they have started building out on the west stand towards the Plaza. Framing is around the Lango Rourke sign. Also, it looks like there's still support for the big screen on the north stand is being put on the face of the truss. Okay, so I've got David Badcock, who's replied saying, CB, I couldn't see what part you're referring to until I looked at Paul Frost's video. Much clearer there at 30-45 minutes. Ah, come on, David, you're killing me. You're killing me, mate. Surely, if he can see it on mine, you can. Oh, David, come on. Anyway, good spot. Call it a porch overhang. Yes, they appear to have started the installation of the gantry and support frame for the north stand, the big screen. We can expect to see a similar installation on the south stand in due course, but well after when the truss supports are removed. Yeah, so regarding the north stand, that frame there on the front is what CB and David are referring to. It does look like that's the supports for the big screen, doesn't it, guys? And again, CB, you know, that's another really good spot. Really good spot. So David has said that so you're just staying on that, so that's where that big screen is going to go. So that amazing when they start putting that in. And David said that they will be doing one for the south stand around the same, but obviously they've got to get those blue supports down, which we're still waiting to be removed. I want to zoom here, so I'll move out. You said about the west stand. What did you say? They started building out the west stand towards the Plaza. Let me get nice and high here. Just gonna have a look from here because I've got to be careful with my my signal. Just probably a good angle here anyway to look right down and see. Yeah, okay. Definitely something coming out the west stand there, isn't there? CB. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. So that'll be in my weekend video when I go and have the fly round, because that's when I walk right down the road to get the positioning better. We'll have a good look at that, CB, and go across the back of the west stand. But yeah, great spot, CB, great spot. And yeah, again on that north stand with that framing for the big screen, really good. Moving on, I have Mark James Clinton, who says, great videos, Nick. Are you still doing your Whittle to Bramley Moore Dock videos? Would love to see it from that point of view now that the roof's taken shape. Do you know what, Mark? You've reminded me. So yeah, yes, I'm supposed to be, but that's, for some reason, honestly, that's one that I keep forgetting about all the time. I've got so many videos I'm doing now, so much to cover, that I do forget about that one, but I will 100% do it with this within the next couple of weeks. I'll get that done, and we'll have a good look at it. And what I'll do a comparison up from the last one. You know, I think the last one I done was like in December, so I haven't done it for a long time. There's going to be a big change looking from over the water, isn't there? So I'll get that done. I do mean to. It's just, you know, getting the actual stadium ones done a couple of times a week and that. It's hard, but yeah, Mark, good reminder there for me, mate. I will get that done. Thanks very much. It's always there on the list, as a lot of other things are. But we'll get that done over the next few weeks, and we'll do a little comparison, have a look as well. Next up, I've got David Castor, who says, "Hi Nick, stadium looking so good. I know it's been asked before, but is there any news on exactly what the pump house..." Do you know what? I wasn't sure this one was up next, and I'm there looking at it. Any news exactly what the pump house is going to be used for? I.e., is it going to be open to the public once the project is completed? They seem to have spent so much time and effort doing it up. And Eddie Charlton's replied saying it's going to be an Everton museum and cafe. So yeah, Eddie, that's exactly how I understand it. There's been a lot of different like speculation and guesses about what it's going to be, but that's what I understand as well. I understand it's going to be a museum and cafe. Like I say, that's what I understand, but I haven't. It is looking good as well, isn't it, guys? Just on that note, it is looking like really good. But yeah, I can't give any like you know, exact confirmation. I mean, like I say, what where am I? Sorry, who was the replier there? Yeah, what Eddie said. Sorry guys, let's go back to the message. What Eddie said, it's going to be a museum and cafe, like I said. That's how I understand it. But yeah, if I get, you know, exact confirmation that already, if you've got some, send it over for us, please. Moving on, Barry Horton. God, this one's a bit long. Barry Horton. Nick, that four-way view at the start of the videos you're now doing are amazing. Thanks, Barry. What are your thoughts on the Plaza and how far it's likely to come out from the stadium build? I can't picture it. Also around hospitality, two things. On the west stand, it looks like there are a smaller row of boxes, and then around the centre of the entire stadium, it looks like there's more. Is the smaller set a homage to Goodison's 8 boxes? Keep up the good work. Okay, so the Plaza, first and foremost, Barry. The Plaza is going to come out to the wall. There. I have to be careful a bit, guys, because I don't want to get any of like that Blackstone Street and that in where the police cordon is. So, because I don't know what's gone on. So, yeah, the Plaza up to there. The boxes you refer to. There's going to be, I think there's quite a few different. I'm going to stay here because my battery's running low, so I don't want to fly back over. So yeah, you've seen boxes there, and we know about the West Stand that that lower section is like press and all that. Then you have the boxes right round the middle. But no, I don't think it's anything like you said, homage to the boxes of Goodison or anything like that. The hospitality here, I got some info about it when they were doing it, and there's going to be a lot of different levels of hospitality with a lot of different bars available and what you get in that. And you know, I think the West Stand ones might be the top end, but I'm not 100%, of course. But yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with like Goodison or anything like that. You know, Barry, it's just literally there's different levels of hospitality all the way around. Okay, moving on. I've got quite a few here, haven't I? Great video again, Nick. Sorry to be repetitive with the question, but yeah, I was wondering about the pattern in the brickwork. Will that still be going ahead? It gives a great finish. Also, where will the away fans be placed in the new stadium? Guessing it will be the east stand, more towards north end. Okay. Yeah, my drone wants to come down here. Away fans down here. Northeast corner. And I've got to bring it down anyway. So regarding the the brickwork pattern, it's there. I know it's difficult to see on some of them, but honestly, it's there. I think it's difficult to see with maybe the drone cameras, and until they do it all, maybe it'll be difficult, but it is there. This was asked to Dan Mees as well. I'm bringing the drone down, guys, because the battery's going, as you can hear. This was asked with Dan Mees on Twitter by somebody, and Dan Mees replied saying it's not as it doesn't stand out as much as he hoped it would on his vision, but he thinks it will in the end stand out more. So yeah, anyway, what I'll do as well, that person is on my weekend video. I'll see if we can get a little closer and a bit more of the actual brickwork. Okay, right, okay guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, my midweek video on the 31st of May 2023, nice and early in the morning. Yeah, some great questions and comments in there, and the first few, like I said, you know, you picked up some amazing things, but that's what it's all about. To repeat myself for like the 100th time, you know, I'm looking at a small screen, concentrating on where I am in the air. So I am reliant on you guys to pick these things out, and you really do, especially this week. So yeah, well done to everybody, and keep them coming as well, because that's what makes these midweek videos with the content. So thank you very much. There were some brilliant ones. Got to mention Sunday, haven't we? Sunday's games, Sunday's the final day of the league. So Everton did it, we did it. So we are in the Premier League next season. I think it'll be tough again, but you just got to be there, haven't you? If you haven't watched it already, check out my video. I was there, spoke to loads of fans. So any of you watching this that were on that video, or not, because some people did speak to me but didn't want to go on the video, thank you very much. Honestly, can't thank you enough. Made Sunday really good. Loads of you were coming up and saying hello and introducing yourself and getting on the video, as you've seen. So if you haven't watched that already, guys, have a look on my channel, Everton v Bournemouth. Had a really good day, a really great day at the end. Obviously it could have been horrible, but it wasn't. We had a great day. What a goal from Decore, fantastic. So yeah, guys, other than that, I'll be back here at the weekend. Hopefully that police cordon's gone, which will open up to do a bit more. I've no idea what it's about. Does anybody know? But yeah, other than that, guys, please like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. Only about 50% of people, a bit less actually, that watch my video actually subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button. Costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. Somebody sent me a message saying, oh, they thought they had to pay to subscribe and that's why they hadn't done it. No, it's free. Please hit that subscribe button. It means an awful lot to me. But yeah, guys, other than that, be back over here weekend, get our weekend footage going all the way around, take it from there. Oh, for any branded clothing, email address, website, it's all there. Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.